Hello everybody, in this tutorial I'll show you how to use the assembly workbench in FreeCAD. So to begin, we'll want to make a parametric part. First of all, I will make a cylinder with the diameter of 15 millimeters and height of 20. This is going to act as one body, and inside of the same file we can create another body, which is going to be a square with a cylinder hole inside of it, 20 by 20. And we can put a circle with 15 millimeters diameter, and using the symmetry constraining it into the middle. Now we can extrude it 20 millimeters, and this is going to act as our bodies, which we'll then assemble. We want to go ahead and save the file. And once you've done that, you want to create another file with this icon right here and select the assembly workbench. Here you want to click on the first button right here, which is going to create you an assembly. Before you put any of your bodies inside of the assembly, you'll need to save it to your computer. So just go ahead and give it a name, save it. And now, once you've saved it, you'll need to have a document open with your bodies inside of the FreeCAD. And once you do, you want to click on the second icon, which is going to allow you to insert components. As you can see, here is the test file, and we can just click on one body, and this is going to show us a tab, which is going to ask us if we want to ground the part. To ground the part means that we will not be able to move it, and it is going to be like a reference point. So we can go ahead and click yes, and now second body is going to be inserted by clicking on it. After you've done that, you can go ahead and click OK. And now to use the assembly workbench, here are many of joints that you can use. We'll go from the first one, which is a fixed joint. This is going to allow you to make parts fixed to each other by some references. So for example, we can go ahead and click on this outline of the inside wall of this square, of this cube, and then click on the outside circle of the cylinder. We can go ahead and click create fixed joint. Also, to select multiple lines, you want to hold down Control and left click, and here you can find the menu create joint, in which you can set the offset. As you can see, it is going to be indicated by these lines. The blue line, which is extruded from the circle, is the direction in which the offset is going to be directed towards. Also, there's the rotation, and you can also use some advanced offsets, which I'm not going to go through. Once you are happy with the joint, you can go ahead and click OK. I am going to add another joint, which is going to be the revolute joint, on which you can also select these circles. This is not going to work on kind of a square body. You need to have a circle, just like this. Once again, we can select the same lines and click on the revolute joint. Here you can also set a angle, minimum and maximum. And once you click OK, and you're in the assembly workbench, you can just hold and drag the square, the cube, and drag it around the joint, like this. If you're not happy with the joint that you've made, you can go to the tree, and inside of the joints, here you'll see revolute joint. You can click on it, press space to make sure it's the joint that you want to remove, and just press delete. Also, you can move bodies by hold and dragging them just like this around the view. The next joint is cylindrical joint, which is going to enable us the rotation as with the revolve joint. Once again, we can choose the same lines, click cylindrical joint, click OK, but the revolve joint is going to allow us only rotation and a single axis, but the cylindrical joint is going to allow us to slide it along one axis and rotate it around the other. Once again, to delete it, you want to go to the tree joints and delete the joint. Another joint is the slider joint, which you can guess. You can also select the inside of this cube like this, or you can select these upper faces to use the slider joint just like this. Once again, click. This is especially useful if you're modeling some kind of and want to assemble like a CNC machine or something. Now for the other constraints, here you can find create distance joint, which is going to create a joint with a fixed distance, which you'll need to set. So for example, we'll choose this bottom plane, bottom face, and this top face. Create distance joint, and as you can see, we can set the distance just in this menu. We can set it to -1. And as you can see, I can move it around in 2 axes, but it is going to be always 1 millimeter above the part. The next joints are parallel joint, which is going to make 2 planes parallel to each other on lines. Next, the perpendicular joint is making it perpendicular to each other. Also, another thing, if you don't have the grounded object, you can also make a grounded object by clicking on one and selecting the toggle grounded. This is going to disable the movement of this object, and to remove it, once again, you want to go to joints, grounded joint, and delete it. Also, another method to move the objects, just to double click it, and you can rotate them using this axis tool. So this is pretty much all. How to use the assembly workbench, some of the basics. Make sure to like and subscribe if you found this helpful, and see you in the next one.